Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. This is every day's video, so it's Thursday, and sometimes on Thursdays I do Thursdays Thirsty Thoughts, where I try to come up with a topic that will hopefully be engaging with people who are watching, and hopefully they comment with their thoughts, and we can get conversations going. So, hot day today here, 90 degrees. Was walking Bruno, trying to think of a topic to film, and I think I've done a similar topic on a live stream. I went through, I didn't see me do a Thursday's Thirsty Thoughts, say that 20 times fast, video on. I didn't find one, but I feel like I've talked about or did a similar thing. So anyway, so here's the premise of this video. Deserted island, it's a tropical island, and you get to pick 3 beers that you want to have on that island. So I'm trying to really think, and you can see why with the 9 degrees, and like I was walking like direct sunlight, trying to keep Bruno not in the sunlight so it wouldn't be so hot on his paws and everything. So I was like, no, you walk over here, I'll be the idiot in the sun, being too hot. But anyway, so you can see why my mind went to beers in the heat. So tropical island, you don't know when you're gonna get rescued, but some genie's like, hey, but you get to pick 3 beers you want. What are those 3 beers? As much of them as you want, but it's got to be those 3. So 2 of these, and I'm actually the third one I'm still going back and forth on and trying to think of the one I really want to say. But 2 of them, one immediately popped in my mind. And if you watch the channel a lot, and I haven't talked about this beer recently, but if you watch this channel for a while, it might be obvious. The other one that popped in pretty quickly after, it's probably surprising, and then again, I'm pretty sure I know what the other one I'm going to say is. So the first one that popped on my mind, Dogfish Head's, you can finish it, Sea Quench Ale. So that beer, that if I didn't do this channel and try to have like a different beer a day, I would, especially summertime, I would buy at least a 12-pack of it over the summer, because I like the beer that much that again, as someone who does a lot of variety, that's a beer that I would commit to in a 12-pack over the summer. Relatively low ABV, has all the awesome lime flavor to it, a little bit of the sour puckeringness. I think that beer is so refreshing, and I think in a situation like that, it's gonna. I did want a little bit of variety with these 3 beers. So like if I was craving something a little tropical or a little sour or whatever, obviously that beer would tickle those things, right? The one that I'm going to commit to now, I wanted an IPA or double IPA. And like the first one popped in my head, I'm like, Ithaca's Flower Power. I'm like, yeah, but I think I want more of like a New England style IPA. And then I'm like, oh, I want something like pineapple-y. But I'm like, well, the island, and this is when you're walking alone with your dog, your mind wanders. I'm like, but the island might have pineapples, so maybe I won't be like, oh man, I really want something that's pineapple-y. And then I was like, ooh, pineapple-y, Galaxy, or something with Galaxy like Treehouse's green. I'm like, no, wait, you don't want something pineapple forward because you might actually be eating real pineapple a lot in this fictitious scenario. So I'm like, ooh, Treehouse. How about just old school, just straight up Julius? Orange, but I get that orange, I get some peach, I get a little bit of mango, so like it's not like one note with the things I'm going to taste. It is decently low IPA or ABV if I'm really caring about that, because it's hot tropical island. Wait for the third one, and I think I'm going to land on Julius. I was thinking of IPAs that, again, mostly New England style, that had a decent hop combination, so you'd get like a lot of different flavors. So depending on what you're in the mood for, like again, like scratching certain itches. Did I say tickling before? Scratching certain desires you have. And then, and this one will probably be the weirdest one, I was like, all right, so I got like the sour, lower ABV. I got the hoppy IPA, sort of, relatively lower ABV. I don't want to get dehydrated on this island, so I do want to have like lower ABV options. Although in my mind, there's access to clean, drinkable water aplenty. Anyway, but what about when I want one of those barrel-aged stouts? So this is what I came up with. And again, this is one that was not, Sequence was first. This was the next one I came up with. Dragon's Milk. Kind of that sweet spot where it's not huge. It's not a huge beer. What is it? Is it like 10%? I have one just probably out of reach. Well, actually, no, I could reach it. Is it 9.5, 10%? 11%. Oh, this one's from 2014. I should probably drink this at some point for Cellar Saturday. All right, so it's a little higher ABV than I was thinking on the water. Or does it fluctuate sometimes? Anyway, that was the one that popped in my mind because I'm like, if I want, like maybe it's like nighttime, sun's gone down, it's cooling off a little bit, and you're like, man, I'm sick of the other two beers. I want that. I want to scratch that itch of like a barrel-aged stout. It's not the biggest one. It's not the biggest ABV. It's not the biggest flavor, but it's good. It will, again, apparently I get paid every time I say scratch that itch. It will scratch that itch. Plus, like the pineapple thing before, what if the island has coconuts? Then like I could have the regular. I can mix it with some coconut water, just get a little coconut flavor in there. So trying to, it's a one pick, but I might be able to have it a couple different ways. Same thing actually with the pineapple, with like the Julius. Yeah, I want a little bit of a pineapple taste to it. I like this. This is a good thought. Yeah, I like this. All right, so that's my pick for the 3 beers I'd have on a tropical deserted island that I'm stuck on with a magic genie who will let me pick 3 beers until the day I die, so morbid, on that island. So now you are tasked with, what are the 3 beers? 3 beers. Let me do it for the Instagram, or for the thumbnail. What are your 3 beers? Hopefully that was a good one. That you would pick to have on your island, and if you want to be even more thorough, like I tried to do, why? Okay, comment section below. Let me know. Let me know what you're drinking. Let me know whatever. Just let's get a conversation going. That's the whole point of these. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews of both those places. So always please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.